All right, greetings everybody. Time for a short little video. Today we're going to be talking about a couple of things. The update for JP, which has some things that I think will be interesting for globalers to see. And secondly, we're going to talk about some dream enhancements for a couple of old characters, as well as what you can expect for the month of December on JP. And the big thing is that the producer live letter has come out, has told us effectively what the month's schedule is going to be. Warrior of Light in the second week, El Shirel, Trace getting their Master Ability 2s. 1 second, please. Okay, I'm back. Winter Luartha getting her Master Ability 2, Setia, Renan, and Minwu all getting their Master Ability 2s in the final week of December. So there you go. That is going to be the Master Ability 2 schedule. Next up, the Dream Awakening enhancement, which is considerably more massive and just kind of just makes me a little bit exhausted looking at it. So first week, Perene and Rurugia, both of those are already available. We'll be talking about those in this video. Warrior of Light, regular Glassy, Mashari. There are just a ton, as you can see, dream enhancements, including the winter enhancements for the winter units, all getting there in the third week. That's when we will see our new winter unit, whoever it ends up being on JP. The only other thing that I think is noteworthy, like if you look at all of this kind of thing, there is just a big, massive list of characters coming, which is a lot to just try and get through. So let me just pull it up kind of on screen here, because this one things want to. There we go. So Venera, Lucia, Super Mashari, regular Glassy, Luartha, Ravi's, Dario, Valid, then winter units third week, and then final week, Setia, Renan, Ayaka, Majin Fina, which is very curious as she does not feel weak on JP, so I don't know. Whatever. Ziza, Victoria, Miranda, Rari, Etoa, and Uni. If you thought there weren't enough of these, good news, there's more. There's just a ton of these for the month of December, and that's going to lead us into talking about resources and horns, because as it turns out, there still isn't that many ways on JP to get horns. The new addition this month to JP is the introduction of these medals, monthly medals that you can exchange for shards. And on global, you can do vision cards, but on JP, you fucking can't because they hate us. I really am starting to feel a certain level of disdain. Also interesting is that there are no horns, scrolls, or anything that is available through this actual thing. So yeah, for most part, JP has gotten horribly screwed on this, as it's given us just something that you actually can't stock anymore and just keep for when you need it, and has put an expiration date on this. So thanks, Gumi. I give you a middle finger, but I don't have an actual camera right now. So you guys are just going to have to imagine that. As for other things to do with shops and whatnot, Friend Unit has gotten the addition of SSR scrolls, and not only that, but also regular scrolls for SR, but nothing for UR, and the cost of these is, well, exorbitant would be an understatement. 5k of these friend points. I don't know how many friend points they think we get every month, but it's nowhere near enough to remotely do the cost of this. I mean, I've basically been at 40,000 for months upon end, spending some towards flowers and whatnot, but this is crap. This is garbage. This is way too expensive, and I fucking hate this. To the producers and executives who decided on this, a Merry Christmas to you. I hope you rot in hell, because this is absolutely like just a joke. The guild medals is slightly more reasonable, but again, just everything about this makes me hate this so terribly much. These aren't really that expensive, so these aren't even worth considering. These ones are the ones that are kind of worth considering, but the cost, I mean, if you were looking at this, like it's just 25,000, which is like a quarter of my current saved up. I just hate this. Thanks, I hate it, is my overall thing here. Into the actual UR medals, we do have a couple of new additions. As you can see, for like the vision cards, nothing has changed here, so there isn't really too much to talk about here. But here there are finally sources of potential horns and another opportunity for scrolls, which would be okay overall. But here's the thing. 500 is pretty expensive for these. Again, I guess they only care about whales at this point. But, you know, most mid-tier to lower-tier players use these basically for trying to boost up characters through this, and the fact that you still need to use this for reincarnation, and now this for this, again, fuck you, Hirano, fuck you, fuck you, like, everyone who is in charge of this kind of crap. Like, it's just way too expensive. It's garbage. I hate you. Merry Christmas, Rotten Hell is my overall thing. And if you think that's too strong or intense, nope. Moving on. All right. So that's basically the JP update. There's a couple of 3rd anniversary shops offering some mediocre potential investments for people to get some stuff as per usual. We're seeing the kind of similar kind of stuff, but interestingly, there's no horn options anymore. The horn option is just gone. There used to be like a 30,000 lapis option in the anniversary shops, and it's just gone now. So not too terribly sure what the reason is behind that, but I'm guessing just forcing more players into worse options. So thanks, Gumi. Appreciate it. And now we are going to end on a more positive note. We are going to talk about the upgrades to Perene as well as Rurugia. So Perene, first off, whether or not she's actually worth it. So Perene, Dream ability gives her a critical damage up of 15, reaction block up of 30 if she is at level 140. That is totally fine. It also upgrades her job level 25 skill, which was a move to unit panel, deal damage ability. Strong ability, already had a good mod on it and everything. Now also restores 250 CT for herself. So given her speed, as well as capabilities, this feels strong. This feels like a strong upgrade that is capable of dealing a good amount of extra, damage and just tempo your opponent down completely, which is pretty cool. If you combine that with her accessory, her TMR accessory, you're also getting like 100 extra CT when you're performing a critical attack. So all of that potentially just works really well together now. And her dream ability definitely has felt like it has just kind of shored up her kit. As for Rurugia, who I don't have on my account, his dream ability gives him AP consumption down to 15, accuracy up of 15, and last but not least, his job level 25 now gives him, when casting another attack, will launch a secondary attack for 3 turns now instead of 1 turn. So that makes a little more sense in terms of a buff. He'll probably use this ability anyway, and he has 3 casts of it, so he has plenty of opportunity to get through re-raises and barriers and all kinds of stuff and guts with this kind of ability, which also makes him scarier against Skahal and Thunder units, which is kind of nice too. I do like this upgrade for him. I think that overall Rurugia, I think both of the two are old Warrior of the Crystals have come out with another story too, Rurugia and Perene. Both get really nice upgrades here, and probably pretty damn recommendable as they are newer characters and pretty strong. Just, if we are to end this video on one final talking point though, boy, you are horns. They just really don't want players to get them, or they just don't want lower tier players to get them. Anyway, well, that's all for this video. Hope you enjoyed watching it. Thank you so much for tuning in, and see you next time.